Anyways,
What music at?
there's no music.
What up, people? Welcome to Randy and Rocky.
It's Rocky and Randy.
Welcome to our channel. Talk, girl. What's today?
Today is January the 1st,
2019.
which means it is our 12-year anniversary. So I'm going to tell you the story of how we met.
Well, it was actually December 31st, 2006. Because we met right before New Year's.
No, we didn't. We met right after the ball dropped.
Did we?
Yes, because I didn't even get into the club
I
until
thought we
after
met
the ball dropped.
Before.
You're right. It was after.
Well, I guess.
So apparently somebody
kisses.
doesn't know this story very well.
I knew I
So
kissed
there's
somebody
going to be
with
multiple versions of this story, obviously.
There's
there's-
my version is the only one that counts.
And then there's the correct version, which is mine. Okay, so it all started
A long time ago.
once upon a time on December 31st.
You
Do
don't
you want to
even
go
know.
first, or do you want me to go first? I guess I'll go first. You want to
I'm
go
just
first?
gonna cut in. Since
That's
I was
what you
already
do.
at the place, I guess I'll go first. So I was hanging out with my friends. I don't normally get to celebrate my birthday because I don't know if you guys know, but my birthday's on Christmas. So my friends was like, hey, it's New Year's. Let's go out, celebrate your birthday, have some fun. Da-da-da. I was like, bet. So I scooped everybody up because I was the only one who had a car. And we went to Dallas. We went out in Dallas for New Year's. First time we had done that. And we was at this place. Should I say the name of it?
Yeah.
I don't even remember the name.
Oh my God, it was Club 7.
All right. Yeah, I think it's closed down now.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's how old it is.
Oh.
So we was out there. We was on the dance floor. We was getting it. Getting it. You know, just doing my thing. And I'm dancing with my friends and everything, having a good time. And then, boy, whew, I spot this little thingy thing
You're so stupid.
dancing on that stage. She was holding that pole. And she
Hell.
was getting it. I was like, ooh, girl. It's going to be my future wife.
There was no pole.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't a pole, but it was a little bitty, little 3x3 stage. Her and her cousins was dancing on. And I was like, okay. She cute or whatever. So I was like telling my homeboy, like, man, look at that girl, look at that girl. So she gets down off the stage and walks in my direction. And I'm like, oh shit, here she comes. Oh shit. Just dancing, look away. And she walked by me. And back then, I was like a model. Like athletic body, looks. I was like, boom. So she walked by and she rubs my abs. And I was like, oh yeah. Feel 'em, girl, feel 'em. Cause back then I had that like 8 to 12 pack. So they was just like padickety pow, padickety pow.
Like a washboard.
And I was like, oh yeah, she like that. She like that. So she walked by, she rubbed me. And I turned as she rubbed me and followed her by. And she looked back at me and I'm like, yeah, you like it? Yeah, you like it? You know, I was already dressed to impress and stuff. Because it was New Year's. So she proceeds to try to run off and run around the club. So I'm like, hey, Sergio,
Run off.
let's go find this girl. Like I said, she's going to be my future wife. I got to talk to her. So we proceed to follow, and we lost them. Her and her cousin was walking. And we lost them for a minute. And then we get almost all the way around back to where we started. And I see her, and I'm like, oh, shit, there she is. And I look at her, and she look at me, and I'm like, I'm shy to the motherfucker back then. So I'm like, all right, let's keep walking. I know I wanted to talk to her, but I was shy. So I just looked at her and kept walking. I walked up a little bit, then we stand there and turned around. We were staring at her. So she sends her cousin over.
Staring at her.
She sends her cousin over to get me. And her cousin comes over and is like, hey, my cousin wants to talk to you. And I just run over there all smooth and everything, like I ain't shy or nothing. Like, hey, what's up? Spitting that game, you know, like a player that I am. Spit that game, got them digits. Got a couple dances before the night was over. But while we was talking, it was a little awkward because I am deaf in my left ear, basically, partially, mostly.
Mostly.
And she was sitting on my left side. So every time she would talk to me, it was loud in the club. So I would turn and look at her like that, put my ear right next to her so I could hear what she was saying. And she probably was like, what the hell is wrong with this weird ass dude? So, you know, we was talking about a whole bunch of shit. We sat there and we talked for like 45 minutes. And she told me her name at the beginning of the conversation. But I ain't good with names, so when it was all said and done and I was time to get them digits, I was just like, here's my phone. Can you put your number in and your name? That way I can remember who your name is. Because I ain't want to ask her again. I ain't want to ask her again. Like, hey, what's your name again?
So.
But it went a little something like that. And then we left, split our separate ways. I was like, she gave me a fake number. So I'm riding home, taking my little drunk friends home. They weren't drunk, but a couple of them might have been drinking.
They were drunk.
So I'm taking them home, and I'm bored, and I'm like, this girl probably gave me a fake number. So I was like, you know, I'm going to call it and see. So I call her, and she asked, who answered the phone? Was it you?
It was Amy.
Oh, somebody else answered the phone. And I got a little accent, you know. I got that little country accent.
A little.
So they like, Maribel, some white dude is calling for you or something.
She did. She's so white guys on the phone for you.
Man. And apparently it was the right number, and they were surprised I called. Which I only called to make sure the number was real.
Or so he says. So my story is a little different. It had been a while since I had went out, and I wasn't supposed to go out that night. But it was my cousin Alisa's birthday is on December 31st, and then my cousin Amy has a birthday on the 1st. So they were both convincing me to go out. So I went out, and we get into the club like right after the ball dropped. So we get in there, and we're walking around dancing, and then we get on the little stage and start dancing on the stage.
Told you.
There was no pole.
There was some table dances that night.
It was not a table. It was a little stage. And we weren't the only ones. There was a bunch of girls.
Wasn't the first time they done that. I could tell by that dance move.
There was a bunch of girls up there, and they were all dancing up there. So anyways, I spotted him, and I just like made eye contact, and because he was cute or whatever. And then my cousin said she had to go to the bathroom. So I said, okay, let's go down this way. That guy's cute. So anyways, so we get down, and you know, girls, we're like holding each other's hand. We all gotta go to the bathroom together in a little line, holding each other so we don't get lost. And so we're walking, and I walked like in front of him and like rubbed his abs down to kind of like move him out of my way, like real slick, you know, because that's how I am. And then so anyways, I moved him to the side, and I gave him those little googly eyes, you know, because I'm cute or whatever. And I go off to the bathroom. I didn't run around and hide like he thought. I went to the bathroom. And when we came out of the bathroom, I saw him and his friend walking around. And so they went that way. So I was like, I don't want to follow them. So me and my cousins went back this other way. And so we sit over here and we're just talking or whatever, having fun. And I see him walk by with his friend, and then he kind of stopped. But then he kind of like got nervous and he kept walking. And I was
nervous.
like, he got nervous. And I was like, okay, that's weird. But then he stopped again, just like a little further up. So we're kind of like at a diagonal or whatever. And he's just staring at me. Like he wouldn't come over there. He wasn't like walking away. He was just staring. So I told my cousin, and I was like, hey, go tell that cute guy, come over here. Obviously, he wants to talk to me, and he's just staring at me. And so she goes, and she calls him, and she's like, hey, my cousin wants to talk to you, blah, blah. And he comes over, and we start talking. We talked almost like the whole night. We got a few dances in or whatever. I think the first song we danced to
was another thing.
So
the song was by Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I wanna fuck you.
Yeah.
It was awkward for a first fucking dance.
But that was
Because we had just walked to the dance floor, and that was the first song that came on.
Another song was on, and then as soon as we hit the dance floor, this song comes on. So then we're just like, you can't just walk off like, oh, there's not the okay song to dance to on the first dance. So we just danced to it. So that was our first song we ever danced to.
We was facing each other.
Because I have a thing about, I guess, grinding on a new guy or something. I don't know. And
hey,
so,
I was ready to get it on.
And so anyways,
showing them dance moves.
I was dancing with him face to face, and he could not stop staring at my breast.
She had a shirt that was like way down,
So
cut low.
It was like this, and it cut down to like my belly button.
It
right
wasn't
here.
my fault that they was out there. I was just
They
like,
were not out
we
there.
were looking at each other.
No,
They
we
was
were
just
not
like
looking at each
out
other.
there, and I was like,
I was
okay.
looking at him, and he was looking down here.
Hey,
So-
it was an accident.
Not an accident, but anyways. So then it got kind of awkward, and I was like, I kept doing this to my shirt because I was like, okay, he's just staring, like I can't, like, and I can't tell him like, hey, eyes up here, because he can't even hear me. And then,
Well, damn.
so we go back and we go sit down, we start talking or whatever. I probably told this dude my life story that night.
I probably told you mine too.
He probably don't even remember it. But anyways, we were talking, and he was doing that thing with his ear because I didn't know he was deaf at that time. And so he kept going like this. And I'm like so confused because he keeps turning his head. And I'm like, why the fuck is this dude turning his head? Like, I don't understand. And
if
then
she would have just sat on my right, we would have been Gucci.
And so I asked him, because I'm a blunt person, I said, why do you keep turning your head? That's weird. And he said, I can't hear you from my left ear. And I was like, why did you say something I could have moved? And it was pretty funny because I was thinking like completely wrong when he really could just not hear me. And now I know he's deaf.
So I got her a drink, you know, because I'm smooth. Like, hey, what you want to drink? Girl, I got you.
He
So
got
I
me
go up.
water because we were under 21. So he
Our
now
first
gave me a
drink, or her first drink, I got her some water with some ice. Because I'm a G like that, spending that money. What you want? I got you, girl.
I'm pretty sure water was free.
Besides the point, we was underage. Because I was like 19, 20.
20. I was 19.
Yeah, I had just turned 20. My birthday had just passed.
So anyways, so we're talking or whatever. We end the night talking. They're about to close the club down. And his friends are kind of just waiting around for him.
Yeah, they kind of
like,
standing there staring
they're
at
just
us.
standing there
was
staring
weird.
like, when's he going to be done talking to this girl?
I know.
And so they leave or whatever. I had given him my number, or I put my number in his little flip phone. You know,
Hey,
back
back
in the
in the
day,
day,
that was
you
a
know,
thing.
12 years ago, there was that
Got
little
that
free
flip
little
phone.
Sprint flip phone.
Yeah,
It's like, girl, you can call me for free after 9 o'clock.
you a lie.
Or was it 7?
It was 7. Okay, so I lived at that time in North Richland Hills, and he lived in East Texas in Commerce. So we met in Dallas, and he calls me that night. Like, I went home. I literally got home from the club, and he calls. And my cousin comes in the room, and she's like, hey, this white guy is on the phone for you. And I said, white guy?
Like, I'm caramel.
And so anyways, he gets on, or I get on the phone with him, and we start talking, and I just could not stop laughing because in the club, I guess with all the music, he didn't sound that country. But on the phone, I was like, are you sure you're the same dude I was talking to? Like, this is weird. Like, your voice is so weird. Like, why are
Damn.
you...
My voice
Not
is
his
weird.
voice, but his accent was weird. I had never heard like that strong of a country accent, but like in movies or something. I was a city girl, so I'm used to the way city people talk.
Never
Like
heard
country.
that accent. Like, what the hell? It ain't no random accent.
It was a weird one. Something that you definitely had to get used to stop making fun of. 12 years now, and I still make fun of him for it.
She do. Speaking of that, I used to call her, like, after we start talking a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I called her, they want to pass the phone around to everybody to hear me talk.
Every new cousin that came around, I would be like, oh, you want to listen to his voice? And then I would put the phone to them so that they can listen to him talk. It was something fun that we just did. But anyways, when we would talk, or that first night that we talked, he told me, yeah, this is my cell number, blah, blah, blah. You can call me anytime after 7. And I was like, why after 7? Like, because I didn't have Sprint.
I had that Sprint.
I had T-Mobile. So, I was like, well, after 7, like, what? Like, what do you...
Because I was on my mama's phone plan.
He said, I'm on my
And you
mom's
couldn't be
plan,
using up her minutes.
and she get mad if I'm gonna use all her minutes. So
Like, just
I
wait
can
and
only
hit me
talk
up
after
later.
7. I was like, okay, that's weird, but all right. And eventually, I guess when he started liking me more, and he started calling and wasting those minutes during the day.
All the plans ended up changing.
Oh, okay.
Went to unlimited.
Okay, so it wasn't even that he liked me enough to waste the minutes. It's that the plan changed, so now he could call me during the day.
Oh, I think I switched plans. I'm not sure.
He did. He's been on his mama's line till we got married.
I was on it for a while. I mean, I was young. I had no job. I was in college. Couldn't pay for
I
no
had a
phone
job
plan.
and paid for my own phone.
But that's how we met. It was fun, exciting time. It was funny.
Yeah, our
A little crazy.
stories are crazy.
Got a lot of them.
We do. We met January 1st, 2007 at Club 7.
Yeah.
And that's how
That's
I remember
crazy.
it. And so we have a bunch of stories. Our wedding story is also pretty funny. So if you wanna,
Ooh.
If you want to hear that story, let us know in the comments. So we'll post a video of that story. I know it's been a while that we posted, but he gets super busy. I was busy with work and stuff. It's a lot to throw in when you have 5 kids and 2 jobs.
I know we don't look like we got 5 kids because I know I'm still looking good. You know, babies didn't do nothing to me.
Yeah,
got me looking A1 since day one.
I'm the one that ruined my body, not you.
Girl, please. 5 kids later, she's still beautiful as ever.
Lies, all lies.
You can see her today and not even know she had no damn kids.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching.
Randy and Rocky.
Rocky and Randy
Whatever.
is the name of our channel, and that is the story of how we met.
Happy New Year's.